All right, here we go. Possibly the last reading response video that we're doing. Brandon, you talked about how there was this push and pull between whether church leaders should live extravagant lifestyles or not. And it made me think back to a couple years ago where there was some Instagram, Facebook pages with videos of pastors showing off these extraordinarily expensive tennis shoes. And it was like, pastor shoes of TikTok or something like that. But it just made me think that we probably still have these kind of issues today. Rich, you talked about urbanization even through the plagues, which is interesting. Now having been through COVID, I can imagine how hard it was to urbanize, to grow the countries through that sort of thing. And then Sarah and Rich both talked about Gutenberg and the press, and I just find it interesting that like every history class my kids take or I take or whatever, we always talk about Gutenberg and what an influence he had, even if he was just there to make money. Rich, you talked about politics in church, and yeah, I think that's probably an issue for all of us right now. We all have to deal with how much can we say, how little do we say, all that sort of thing. And then Rich also talked about our printed Bibles going away, and I think to some extent they are. I think some people still like to hold them in their hands, and I think that is with books in general. I have two churches that have no technology, no screens or anything in church, so we still use the physical copies, and nothing brings me more joy than when I'm reading scripture and I hear them all flip the page with me. So I would be a little upset if we got rid of that. And then Sarah talked about guns and coming onto the scene and how we just continue to see such violence from the Christians. And yeah, I'm not sure that has ever gone away. So hope you guys all have a great week. And if this is the last time, then thanks for journeying with me this semester.